Welcome back to the late Cookbook Club, right? We're a little late this month. We're on recipe number 2, and it's all my fault, right? We're cooking through Holiday Cookies by Brian Hart Hoffman. This is part of the Bake from Scratch series from their magazine. Today we're making Bourbon-Spiked Apple Cider Cookies. So even though I'm late on the Cookbook Club, we're still going to get it done, right? Welcome to the Amy Learns to Cook kitchen. Okay, bakers, so we are a little late on the Cookbook Club. I had a little bit too much fun over the holidays, right? And things didn't go quite as planned. But we are cooking through this cookbook, Holiday Cookies, from the Bake from Scratch folks. We're making Bourbon-Spiked Apple Cider Cookies. If you want this recipe, you need to get the cookbook. So I'll put it down in the description. So if you're new here, we cook through a cookbook every month. I pick a cookbook at the beginning of the month, and we cook a recipe out of it every week. So 4 recipes over the course of the month, right? So today we're going to be doing something interesting with this. We're going to be boiling down some apple cider. So in here I have some butter, and we're going to add some granulated sugar, and we're going to add some brown sugar. And with all good cookies, we got to cream this baby, right? So I put my metal bowl. I don't know if you guys have used the KitchenAid Artisan with the glass bowl versus the metal bowl. I don't know why, for some reason, to me, it seems like I better get a better cream in the metal bowl. Maybe it's just because I'm used to the metal bowl. I like the glass bowl, but I don't know. For some reason, I feel like I get a better cream out of this. I got a little chunky brown sugar in there. So we're going to be creaming this for 3 minutes at least, way up there, so we get a nice fluffy base for our cookies. So see what this does to this. Look at how fluffy that gets. That's the planetary. So we're going to go ahead and turn this back on. We're going to put an egg in here. Hopefully I won't drop the bowl. And some vanilla. My paddle's flopping. Okay, so let me grab my stoves and let's cook down the apple cider. So I have to drink some of my special lemonade.
Shout out to my buddy Kevin. Special needs.
We have to take this 1.5 cups of apple cider, and we need to reduce it down to like 2 tablespoons. I have what is called a Windsor pan. This is an all-clad. They don't make this pan anymore, but there are some other ones out there, so I'll put links down in the description. You can also use a saucier for this just as well. A Windsor pan is kind of interesting because it's narrow at the bottom and it flares out, so it helps with reductions, right? Because there's more space for that to evaporate, right? So we're going to turn this baby on. We're going to put our apple cider into our Windsor pan. And we're going to bring this up on medium high. And we're going to be like simmering this off until this becomes around 2 tablespoons. They say they want it around 150 degrees. It's going to take 10 to 15 minutes to do that. Once we're done, we only want it to cool for a minute or 2, and then it's going into our butter mixture. So if you let it cool too much, it's going to get hard, right?
It may be very similar to sugar at that point, because if it's reducing from a cup and a half down to an eighth of a cup,
there's nothing left going to be in there.
Probably sugar.
So let me let this go and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we're pretty close here. When it bubbles, you get a lot of bubbles in here, and you can't tell 100% where you're at because of it. They say to pour it off, and that'll reduce the bubbles out of there. I think swirling it reduces the bubbles too. Okay, so we're going to put this into our butter mixture here. Whew. It's a little on the warm side. Yeah. It will hard up and become candy, basically. If you want some apple cider candy. Okay, so I have our dry ingredients here. I got some flour, cinnamon, baking soda, and salt. I'm gonna go and put my beater blade chute in here. Gradually add your flour mixture. Smells pretty good. So let me grab the apples. I'm just scraping this down a little bit. So we have some chopped apple here, and I'm gonna add some fresh squeezed lemon juice. Thank you, Boo.
Sure.
I'm going to toss that around. Now I'm going to put this apple into our bowl here. And we're going to stir this in. Let's form our cookies. Okay, they asked for a 25-gram cookie ball. I'm using like a 1 ounce because that's the size scoop. Fairly close, so I might be a cookie short, a cookie or two short. This is kind of soft dough. I wonder if it would have been a good idea to throw it in the fridge. It's pretty soft. I don't know what that's going to do. Will that make it spread more?
Well, you got apples and you got butter. Butter's going to spread it. What are apples going to do it? So maybe we're going to spread a little bit?
Maybe, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to get 25 cookies.
What do you mean?
This is going to be 12.
Did we use up more than half of the dough?
Yeah. We're baking these pretty high at 400. So we'll see how they come out. Okay, the cookies are out of the oven. They're looking mighty fine.
I think we're short a couple, Boo-Boo.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about that.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to make a bourbon glaze here. Okay, so I have some powdered sugar here. We're going to go ahead and put some apple cider here, running with our theme, right? Mm-hmm. And then we're going to change up our theme with a little bit of bourbon.
Ooh.
I'm using a little bit of American honey. so it's slightly sweeter.
That's code word for a wild turkey.
So they say you can pipe this.
Or use a spoon.
Yeah.
You want a spoon?
I got a spoon. So we're just going to take a little bit of this. It is draining on there, so. Go ahead and give us a little stripey action. Sometimes we'll get a little more goopy using this than a piping bag, but hey, just hold it up a little farther. They smell nice and apple. I think if you only put the apple in there, it probably doesn't have as much apple flavor as you do.
That syrup you made helped.
Yeah.
There's not much syrup in there, but it's pretty potent, I think.
Yeah. Not good, not perfect, but good enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those look good. So, Boo, do you want a bourbon-spiked apple cider cookie?
Why not?
It's look kind of good.
Looking pretty good. Thank you.
I think Boo's down for that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's try. You can really smell like apple-y.
You can taste it too.
Yeah. That reduction really amps up the apple flavor. The bourbon is subtle.
Well, you barely smelled it when you first made the glaze. I don't even really smell it or anything anymore. It disappeared.
They're not buttery, it's like thin, they're more cake.
Yeah, they're
Cake cookies.
They're soft. They're
These
fluffy.
are winner.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute winner.
Do you dare show a cross section onto the camera what it looks like?
There's a piece of apple in there.
Wow. I mean, if you don't want the bourbon, then just do the apple cider. But the recipe's a winner.
Those are some good cookies.
Yeah, I like these.
That's a winner all day long. Holiday cookies, Brian Hart Hoffman. Baked from Scratch magazine. This gets my thumbs way up. Way, way up.
I think we need more cookies, though.
Yeah, I think we're going to have another one. Double this recipe. You'll love it. Thanks for joining me.